today than you were yesterday.
Without Caleb, I wouldn't be where I am with my walk in my relationship with Christ. The music has just uplifted me, it's given me hope.
Caleb is so much more than music. It's lives like mine being changed.
Caleb has been on the air for over 30 years. 92 FM Christian Music Radio is on the air. And along the way, we've been able to share in some great stories.
We were really struggling with our marriage, and I used to go out for long drives trying to work through issues in my life, and that's where I discovered Caleb.
Without a doubt, it's been a story of God's faithfulness, but it's also been a story about a community of listeners like you, believing in the mission and sharing the hope of Jesus through music.
I remember getting a phone call from my mother telling me that my sister's husband had been killed that day in a motorcycle accident, and just trying to understand, why this happened. So for me, turning to Caleb was something that fed me, but also I wanted to share with them that this is a way to feed themselves with positive songs to be reminded of God's love.
Today, the legacy continues, and what's amazing and humbling is that when you give, you become part of Caleb's story.
It's so amazing to think that my support of Caleb could reach just one person. That's all it would take.
All the praise goes to God, and the thanks goes to you. Thank you for your support of positive, encouraging Caleb.
Spent 18 years as a chaplain with the FBI. You never know what you're going to get called on to do. On Halloween night, I got a phone call that an airplane had gone down in northern Indiana. It was cold, it was raining, but 63 people lost their life there. That night, we actually went through the field looking for the black box.
Over here.
You can imagine how difficult it was on the individuals who had spent about 12 hours a day just trying to identify the people that were on that airplane. God has called us to reach out and to help other people that are going through a difficult time, and that's exactly what we do in the crisis training. We equip others to walk with people who have gone through a traumatic event.
One of the things that I wanted to do in these classes was to demonstrate we really care.
She got the call today, one out of the grave.
We want to train first responders, police, fire, nurses, pastors, chaplains. These classes would help them in any kind of a crisis, whether it be a national crisis such as a hurricane, or it could even be a personal crisis. Anything like that that would need a first responder type person to be there.
When we sat down and really took a look at it, that is the need for the crisis response training, we found it was absolutely huge. Finances being what they are, both on a personal and government level, many cities and counties have cut back on things like police and fire and first responders. Well, we found one of the first things they cut back was training like this.
Critical incident stress management helps these law enforcement professionals to cope with these very difficult situations that can and do occur throughout the course of their careers.
Carry around a secret, only heaven knows.
I had one incident with a department that led me to go out on a ride-along. A young officer, 26 years old, and he took me to an accident scene that happened 2 years prior. When we get out to the scene, his whole demeanor changed. He held onto the steering wheel, and he opened up and spoke about being first on scene of a drunk driving accident that took the life of a 15-month-old. Nobody goes in afterwards and tells them it's okay. And that's what the training that we've got through K-Love and what the foundation's all about is those moments of, hey, you can talk to us, we've been there.
We want to take this training and make it applicable to the things in your life where you need to know what to say to someone.
To everyone who's lost someone they love, long before it was their time.
I remember being in Japan following the tsunami. When you hear those stories, it impacts you significantly. When you hear the people talk about standing on the cliff and watching the waves come wash away a child, those stories stick with you. And what I found is when we do these crisis response interventions, it allows people to come together in a way that's very significant. And I think that God designed us to heal in community.
You know, the applications of these trainings are so broad. It's for the police officer who just lost a colleague in a line of duty death. It's for someone who just lost a loved one in a traumatic car accident. You can reach out and make a difference to those people in their darkest times.
You know what blows me away every day is the concept that we're never really alone. And when you support the crisis response training, that's what you're saying to someone, is they aren't alone. And because of that, I want to say thank you.
When you give to support K-Love financially, you make a positive difference in lives every day.
Thank you so much, because not only did you guys help me find my way to Christ and decide to make the commitment to have him live in my heart, but when my mom passed, you guys helped God into my life and it brought my marriage back together.
Simply, God takes what you give and changes a life.
I mean, K-Love really helped me out. It really made me feel connected to God, and I just can't thank you enough.
You can help let others know that Jesus saves.
We were listening to K-Love. We happened to look over into the car next to us, and the lady in the next car was dancing and singing along, and we realized we're listening to the same thing, and it was just wonderful to see other people praising God right along with us, going down the highway.
Get involved early here at klove.com or call 800-525-LOVE. When you give to K-Love, you make a positive difference.